Pride and Prejudice, a romantic novel penned by Jane Austen, was first published anonymously in 3 volumes in the year 1813. This classic piece of English literature, celebrated for its incisive wit and superb character delineation, centers around the evolving relationship between Elizabeth Bennet, the spirited and intelligent daughter of a country gentleman, and Fitzwilliam Darcy, a wealthy aristocratic landowner. This narrative cleverly explores the themes of love, social status, and human character, which have captivated readers for over 2 centuries. The novel commences with one of the most famous opening lines in English literature, setting the tone for the social satire that unfolds. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. This sets the stage for the tumultuous relationship between the key characters who must navigate the titular sins of Pride and Prejudice. The narrative is set against the backdrop of rural England at the turn of the 19th century, following the lives of the Bennet family, which includes Mr. and Mrs. Bennet and their 5 distinct daughters. The eldest, Jane Bennet, is gentle and modest, closely bonded with her sister Elizabeth, who is noted for her wit and moral firmness. The other sisters include Mary, bookish and pompous, and the younger, more flighty Kitty and Lydia. Mr. Bennet, the family patriarch, displays a sarcastic disdain for societal norms, a trait that endears him to Elizabeth but causes him to neglect the follies of his younger daughters. On the other hand, Mrs. Bennet, consumed with marrying off her daughters to secure their social standing, often acts with indelicacy, counterproductive to her intentions. The entailment of their estate to a male heir, Mr. Collins, adds a layer of urgency to her endeavors. In this societal setting, the Bennet sisters meet a variety of characters, including the amiable Mr. Bingley and the haughty Mr. Darcy, along with the charming yet deceitful Mr. Wickham and the obsequious Mr. Collins. Mr. Bingley, who has acquired wealth through trade, a fact that stirs some societal snobbery, takes an immediate liking to Jane. Darcy, with his belief in the superiority of the landed gentry and initial prejudice against Elizabeth, embodies the pride that the novel scrutinizes. The intricate dance of relationships, misunderstandings, and revelations in Pride and Prejudice not only critiques the rigid class distinctions of the time, but also illustrates the enduring human pursuit of understanding and love. The narrative arc from animosity to affection between Elizabeth and Darcy exemplifies how Pride and Prejudice can obscure truth and hinder relationships, only to be overcome by genuine understanding and mutual respect. The legacy of Pride and Prejudice is monumental, influencing countless adaptations and discussions in the realms of film, television, and literature, making it a seminal work that continues to resonate with audiences around the globe. Continuing from the exploration of the primary characters and themes, it's crucial to delve deeper into the Bennet family dynamics, which are central to the narrative structure and thematic development of Pride and Prejudice. The Bennet household is characterized by its complex relationships, which not only illuminate individual family members' traits, but also reflect broader societal pressures and expectations. At the heart of these dynamics is the relationship between the Bennet sisters, Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Kitty, and Lydia. Each sister embodies distinct characteristics that set them apart from one another. Jane, the eldest, is serene and compassionate, often serving as a confidant to Elizabeth, who is sharp-witted and observant. These two, being the oldest, carry the weight of their mother's aspirations for advantageous marriages. In contrast, Mary, the middle sister, is introverted and moralistic, often lost in her books and musings, which isolates her from the marital machinations that preoccupy her family. The 2 youngest, Kitty and Lydia, are frivolous and unrestrained, heavily influenced by their mother's less refined traits. This disparity in temperaments and values among the sisters often leads to conflicts and alliances that shift throughout the novel. Elizabeth and Jane share a close bond, grounded in mutual respect and understanding, often standing in quiet disapproval of the younger sister's indiscretions. Meanwhile, Kitty and Lydia, lacking their elder sister's guidance and maturity, are left to their own devices, leading to behavior that jeopardizes the family's social standing. The parental figures in the Bennet family further complicate these dynamics. Mr. Bennet, with his sarcastic and detached demeanor, finds solace in his library, distancing himself from the family's financial worries and societal ambitions. His favorite, Elizabeth, shares his disdain for the absurdities of their social milieu. In stark contrast, Mrs. Bennet, whose life mission is to see her daughters well married, often acts with embarrassing fervor. Her lack of self-awareness and social grace often undermines her intentions, causing distress among her daughters, particularly Elizabeth and Jane, who feel the burden of mitigating their mother's follies. The entailed estate adds a layer of urgency to Mrs. Bennet's quest. The family estate, Longbourn, is entailed to Mr. Collins, a distant male relative. This legal restriction, preventing the daughters from inheriting their father's property, places them in a precarious financial position, intensifying the societal pressure to marry well. It is this backdrop that frames the personal and social challenges the Bennet sisters navigate throughout the novel. The complex interplay of relationships and societal expectations within the Bennet family not only drives the narrative forward, but also serves as a microcosm of the larger societal dynamics of the time. The personal growth of the characters, particularly Elizabeth and Darcy, who both challenge and uphold various aspects of these dynamics, is intricately tied to their social environment, depicted vividly through the familial interactions at Longbourn. As the narrative of Pride and Prejudice unfolds, the development of its central characters, Elizabeth Bennet and Fitzwilliam Darcy, offers a profound exploration of personal growth and societal critique. Elizabeth, celebrated for her sharp wit and moral firmness, and Darcy, who initially epitomizes the pride associated with the upper class, begin their acquaintance with marked prejudices against each other, setting the stage for a complex journey toward understanding and affection. Elizabeth Bennet, the second eldest of the Bennet sisters, stands out in her rural 19th-century English society for her intelligence, keen observational skills, and a spirited disposition that challenges conventional expectations of women. Her encounters with Mr. Darcy initially reinforce her prejudices against him, viewing him as haughty and overly proud, particularly after learning of his role in dissuading Mr. Bingley from pursuing a relationship with her sister Jane and his dismissive remarks at a local ball. Mr. Darcy, in contrast, is initially portrayed as aloof and reserved, his demeanor shaped by the rigid class distinctions of the era. His pride, though partly a protective veneer, often manifests as a dismissive attitude toward those he deems socially inferior. However, beneath this facade lies a complex character capable of deep affection and loyalty, qualities that are not immediately apparent to Elizabeth or the broader society. The turning point in their relationship and their personal development comes when Elizabeth reads a letter from Darcy explaining his actions regarding Jane and Bingley, as well as his troubled history with Mr. Wickham, a charming yet unscrupulous character who has attempted to malign Darcy's reputation. This letter serves as a catalyst for Elizabeth, prompting her to reconsider her initial judgments and acknowledge her own prejudices. Simultaneously, Darcy's interactions with Elizabeth, marked by her frankness and lively intellect, lead him to self-reflection and a gradual softening of his pride. His proposal to Elizabeth and her subsequent rejection highlight the clash between societal expectations and personal desires, pushing both characters toward greater self-awareness and mutual understanding. The evolution of Elizabeth and Darcy's relationship, from animosity to sincere affection, is emblematic of Jane Austen's critique of societal norms. Through their journey, Austen illustrates how Pride and Prejudice can distort one's perspective and hinder genuine human connections. Their eventual mutual respect and love emerge not in spite of their societal roles, but through a deeper understanding of each other's character and integrity. This character arc not only underscores the novel's enduring appeal, but also reflects Austen's insight into the human heart, its capacity for change, the complexity of personal motives, and the transformative power of empathy. Through Elizabeth and Darcy, Austen advocates for a society where personal virtues are valued over social standing, and where understanding and respect pave the way for love. This narrative thread, weaving through the tapestry of familial dynamics and societal expectations, captures the essence of Austen's critique and her hopeful vision for human relationships. The enduring impact and legacy of Pride and Prejudice since its publication in 1813 underscore its significance not only as a literary classic, but also as a cultural touchstone. The novel has enjoyed an unbroken print presence, a testament to its timeless appeal and relevance across generations. This continuous popularity paved the way for numerous adaptations, each interpreting the rich narrative and complex characters through various artistic lenses. The adaptations of Pride and Prejudice extend across different media, including stage, film, and television, reflecting the novel's adaptability to different times and cultural contexts. Among the most celebrated is the 1995 BBC television series, starring Colin Firth as Mr. Darcy and Jennifer Ayle as Elizabeth Bennet. This adaptation is particularly noted for its faithful rendering of the narrative and the depth of character portrayal, bringing Austen's world to vivid life. One of the most iconic moments in this series, the moment Mr. Darcy, portrayed by Colin Firth, emerges from a lake in a wet shirt, has become a defining image in the popular imagination. This scene, though not found in Austen's original text, captures the essence of romantic tension and the palpable chemistry between the protagonists, making it a cultural phenomenon. It has been referenced and parodied in various other works, including the Bridget Jones's Diary series, which itself is a modern retelling of Austen's novel and features Firth as a character notably named Mark Darcy. Beyond the realm of entertainment, Pride and Prejudice has also played a significant role in contemporary discussions around gender and class. Austen's critique of the rigid class distinctions of her time and her portrayal of Elizabeth Bennet as a strong, articulate woman resonates with current dialogues about social structures and women's roles within them. The novel challenges the traditional expectations of women, highlighting the importance of personal choice and mutual respect in marriage, themes that remain profoundly relevant. Furthermore, academic and feminist readings of the text have prompted a reevaluation of Austen's work in the context of gender dynamics. Elizabeth Bennet's character, who navigates the complexities of societal expectations with wit and moral firmness, has become a symbol of female agency and intellect. Through her, Austen advocates for a society that values individuals based on their merits rather than their gender or social standing. Pride and Prejudice continues to be studied, enjoyed, and discussed, its themes and characters offering rich material for analysis and reflection. The novel's ability to spawn conversations about societal norms, human relationships, and personal integrity ensures its place not only in literary history, but also in the ongoing discourse shaping modern society. Through its numerous adaptations and its impact on various forms of media and thought, Pride and Prejudice endures as a cornerstone of English literature, inviting each new generation to examine and cherish its intricate narrative and enduring wisdom.